Would anybody like to guess what I'm about to say?
We're live.
Yes. Come on, you get a hero point. You're capped.
3.
Good.
That's a 4.
No. We're live, everybody, with some new music because our players were apparently extremely disgruntled and upset.
Why is this plural? Why is this plural?
I feel like you were the one that was disgruntled and upset about the music.
I was. One of our players, plural, was upset. And you know me. If one person isn't happy, then it's not good enough, and I don't deserve happiness, so I burn the whole house down and give myself a huge raging guilt trip over the next 7 weeks.
7 exactly, or like...
7 exact weeks to the minute.
Okay.
It's the longest I can pay attention to anything in my life, silly.
That's a long time.
It's a decently long time, but not as long as you would expect, like, say, a relationship.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
This is the lockpicking lizard and his fellow compatriots returning with some more Abomination vaults. Why don't we take a second and go around and introduce ourselves to everyone at the table. I am DM Stray, and I've DM'd everything from Made RPG and also that one D&D system that you don't like. That's right, everybody.
Yes,
I'm talking about that one.
That one.
I'm glad we're all on the same table here. And I've recently opened the page to Legend of the Five Rings. So that's interesting. Did you know that glory and honor are quantifiable mechanics of your daily life?
What?
What the fuck are we in hold about 4?
You'd be shocked. Regardless, yeah, I'm messing around with that. That's been having fun. I'm also messing around with this party. Hopefully giving Zilly and Raleigh some things to think about. Some deep questions.
Eternal torment.
No, I didn't say that. I just, Raleigh, what is the nature of a man, and can you provably
Invisible
factor
pilots.
in...
Next
No,
question.
we're not doing that. That's why I asked Raleigh. You know the answer already. He's got to find it on his own. Now I gotta change the answer again. He was so close. Bigger fan of asking Zilly the question of, where should I hide the one ring? And her answer being a shrug and going, I don't know, I hid it under a tree in the graveyard. Powerful necromantic artifact book in the graveyard.
Wasn't even a ring.
You're right, a ring would have been easier to hide. Gideon, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Como. I play Gideon. He's the human fighter. I'm ready to kill things.
Cezanne, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Raleigh. I'm playing Cezanne, the human cleric of the Shimmering Maiden Pelura. And, it's nice knowing that the dangerous cursed book is safe and sound in my pack, and we don't have to worry about anyone misusing it.
Wesk.
I am Wes, played by
Man, you
Ariana.
ran out of energy before you even got that out. Why don't you tell us about Zenless Zone Zero some?
I could go on about Zenless Zone Zero.
Anyway,
I
we're
play
not
Wes,
doing that.
the Kobold Gunslinger. Happy that I finally got my pistol back. It does the pew-pews even better now.
Hello, this is
I'm going to be dropping Stray's bosses even quicker.
Yeah, we'll see about that, bud. Silly, why don't you give us your rundown?
I'm Silly. I play Siri. She is the satyr animus, and she likes dead things, spooky stuff, and definitely did not read a book that she was told that she should certainly not read because it's safe in Cezanne's pack where it should be, so it's fine.
I'm really glad that you guys are very cautious, defensive, level-headed, even, adventurers. Not in it for fame or glory or the low random crits, but perhaps even one might dare say, the lore, if you would.
Yeah. Once we get there.
Speaking of lore, who wants to give us the lore of last time's session for one hero point?
Yeah.
Still capped.
In fact, everyone but Zilly is capped.
Oh, we know who's doing it.
I can do my best. Hold on.
She knows the note system now.
She does? You've been writing notes?
Kind of. Um.
No. Nobody has been using their journal other than Como.
What? I have a different journal
Oh, that's good.
titled Notes.
Okay.
It's not a lot of notes.
Oh, okay. Now I see.
So yeah, last time we, no, I don't want to do this. I'm backing out. It's not worth a hero point, guys. I'm sorry.
Give us what you got.
Hold on. Okay. So last time. We were chilling at the inn at some point. I don't remember much before this, gonna be honest. We were chilling at the inn, and we all kind of went off on our own way. I'm pretty sure that Cezanne went on a date. We go on a date. And Wesk and Gideon went and did something.
I do.
And Ziri happened to notice that Gax was pointing to a specific book in her bag, so she wandered off to the graveyard and took a peek at that. And while she was gone, it just so happened that the dude that she got the keys from in the jail stopped by, and Cezanne happened to be there, fortunately. So he tried explaining things to the boy, and it didn't work. So then Wesk and Gideon came and also tried to explain things to the boy, and it didn't work. But he's gone now, off on his way to death, to find his new waifu, so that's good, because then Ziri didn't have to deal with them. So yeah, she just chilled in the graveyard, reading a little bit, and then tucked away his book in a tree, headed back to the inn. And there you go. That's my summary. It's pretty bad.
It's fine.
No, that was pretty decent.
What did we do before that, though?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We didn't do anything
yeah.
before that?
It was a very plain session.
Okay.
Prior to that,
I felt
that
like I
was actually-
forgot a whole bunch before it.
first half was actually Cezanne saw Rin, Gideon went to the prison, got his cuffs back, and that's when the boy first came back, and you turned him down. You
Oh
basically got
yeah,
the whole
that's
second
right.
half
I
after
saw him
that.
for a second, and I said no thank you, but that was not enough.
I will note Cezanne was doing his prayers, not going on a date in the second
I
half.
do love how anytime Cezanne interacts with Rin at all, ever, you guys are like, Cezanne went on a date. Like,
Only if
Because he
he's by
did.
himself.
regardless, that is a fine summary for the most part. Rin and Cezanne did speak. Gideon went and got his cuffs back, the ones from his past. I believe Wesk and Ziri sat in that room and entertained an admirer of Ziri's before turning him down rather bluntly. At which point, Cezanne and Gideon met back up. Gideon elbowed Cezanne in the ribs, going, ah. Cezanne not understanding. Met back up at the inn. I think you guys made Wesk clean up his vomit, or was that the other session?
That was
That
the other
was
session.
like
That was
2
the
sessions ago.
other session. Yes, that's right,
Well,
because... At which point, a
Ziri-
discussion came up where Ziri wished that she could read that book. Gax, confused, pointed out that it was in her inventory. So she went and read a lovely, quiet time by herself in the graveyard, as Cezanne was doing his evening prayers early, as everyone kept telling him to go to bed for some reason. I believe that was basically all that happened. It was a very roleplay heavy session, but we do have the video if we need it. So, why don't we go ahead? You what?
Yeah. The only other thing that happened was that Suzanne read through a portion of Belcor's journal, and
Yes, Siri
Ziri
read
read
through...
through a portion of the layout of the gauntlet.
Yes. So, with that, why don't we go ahead and make our way back to Otari? I said, why don't we... A game? Come on now. Come on now. Just do the thing. It's not gonna do the thing, guys. You might have to load to Otari yourself.
That's okay, I'm already there.
He
Interesting.
says it's loading. Ouch.
Strange. Yeah, apparently it's not going to activate, which usually, sets everything up automatically for me, but that's unfortunate. But we're going to go right back to Otari, where it is the 14th of Farest at about 9:46 a.m. You guys have now been in Otari for exactly 3 weeks, ever since your journey into the basement of the Otari fishery to kill some kobolds so long ago. What would everyone like to be doing on this glorious sunny morning?
Did it not load? Perhaps it decided not to.
Oh, no.
I will pull
There
her
we
to
go.
scene.
I got it.
Manually. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we kind of wrapped up everything we wanted to do before heading back to the gauntlet, right?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Nice, crisp, sweet breeze greets your noses. You've polished away your breakfast made by Brenda, and the extra pot of coffee prepared by Brenda for you, Ziri.
So are we heading straight back out then?
Unless anyone has any objections.
When I do create undead ritual,
Yes.
do I have to have okay, yes, I have to have a body. And it takes how long?
I actually don't know the exact time off the top of my head, but my initial gut reaction is 8 hours.
Okay. So I would basically have to be somewhere safe with a dead body.
Yes.
Gotcha. Carry on.
Always takes at least 1 hour to perform, often longer. If the casting time is listed in days, that is 8 hours a day. Let me see about create undead as ritual then. It takes 1 day, so 8 hours.
I suppose we could we could head out, I think.
Alrighty then. I believe we are all in consensus.
Yes. I hope The druids are still right after last night.
Well, we'll definitely be able to see as we go by.
It's true.
Alright, where are we going? We taking backyard steps, or are we just going around the way?
Either or. We'd have to go through the Dawnflower to use the back steps, right?
Just kind of go behind it.
Yeah, there is a path behind and in front of the Dawnflower Library.
I don't know.
think
Whichever
there's
you
much
guys
we-
want to do. If you feel like taking a bunch of stairs, we can take the stairs, or we can take the long way.
I don't think there's much need to tire us out right at the start with those steps.
I
Look, I was carrying a lot yesterday. I'd prefer not to see those steps again so soon.
fair enough. Well, it's Mosey.
Okay. As you begin to meander your way through the town this morning. A few people rush about here and there. Notably, you've become kind of a staple in the town, so a couple people wave at you, even you, Wesk. No familiar faces such as Ren or Tavius or even Raver, but, well, you know that they've each got their own sort of thing happening as you wind your way up the hill to the old trail that leads to the Gauntlet. You were stopped by one Orlewin. Orlewin, the halfling druid that you saved just the other day, who stops and flags you down, especially you get in before thanking you. Stopping to I want to give you my thanks. If not for you, I might still be laying dead in the swamps.
Couldn't very well just leave you there.
Oh, you could have, but I very much like that you did not. I would like to, and she passes you, Gideon, a small vial. It is a rather nondescript, plain gray vial with a sort of foggy sheen to its casing. Some type of balm or oil.
Can I just ask what it is?
Sure. It's silver sheen.
Silver. Is that in case we run into the werewolf?
Yes. We are preparing for our hunt, but I made this myself, and I would like to grant it to you, both as thanks, and also in the hopes that perhaps if you do encounter it on your travels, you might hunt it for me. Silver sheen can be slathered onto a weapon or ammunition, and for the next hour, it makes that weapon silver. Or if it is another type of precious metal, like adamantium, it counts as silver instead of adamantium.
Yeah, definitely best that he has it. He can get way more use out of it.
Well, I only hope that you don't have need of it. If you do run into Jarl, please take care of yourselves. He is a formidable opponent. He is not like a normal werewolf.
Figured a normal werewolf was problem enough.
I'd say I have no frame of reference for what a normal werewolf is.
Well, a werewolf is a type of humanoid hybrid, taking form either of its choice between a bestial or a humanoid shape. Think of them as shapeshifters or changelings, if you might, but their shape can last indefinitely. They grow more dangerous as the moon grows stronger, however, losing control over their shapeshift at the height of the moon.
Thank you very much. We do hope your hunt goes well. How, do you have a set date for the hunt?
We're trying to gather our supplies and call in reinforcements, but we must act quickly. The full moon will be here before the week is out.
I was about to say, what's the current moon phase?
The current moon is a waxing. So 3/4 full.
Yes, waxing gives.
Oh, and please be careful. The curse is transmittable.
Lycans. Yes. I appreciate it, Bill. Be as careful as possible. Is there a cure for lycanthropy in the early stages?
Well, that's a type of curse. It's not necessarily a disease. But yes, most things are curable, rather.
Oh, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I should hope so as well.
Alright. Well, I'm glad to see you're feeling alright.
Yes, thanks to you. Seems Jarl got the best of me before I could hunt him down. I'm sort of surprised he's become more active lately. He's been gone for many, many years. This is one of our few sightings we've seen in years of him.
What kind of werewolf would be gone for years?
One who is able to find food elsewhere.
Pleasant thought.
Perhaps there's been some shift in his normal hunting ground, or... well... I perish the thought of what is driving such a strong werewolf from its hunting ground.
Here's hoping we don't run into whatever that is.
I agree.
Well, much appreciated. Shall we carry on?
Go safely. Okay. She hurries back to her stone ring pond, the druidic circle that she is part of, and bids you a fine farewell. And as you step into the fog fin, you find yourselves...
Sorry, I'll let Starfish's narration first.
That's fine by me, bud. You find yourselves once more in the depths of the fog fin on the path that you have traveled so well, keeping an eye out on the road, however, for this werewolf threat. Everyone, please give me a perception check in secret. Ziri.
Hmm.
You spot a figure in the swamp. Tall, lanky, kind of wiry, holding a lantern. It is too far away to make out, especially with the lantern kind of silhouetting and shrouding him in a halo. But just as quickly as you spot him, it ducks behind a tree and disappears from sight. The rest of you remain blissfully unaware.
You guys have any idea if werewolves use lanterns? Do I have any idea if werewolves use lanterns?
Give me a nature check.
Here's a, oh god.
So you know enough about werewolves to know that werewolves typically have low light vision. While they cannot see in the dark, they can see just fine with, ironically, even the smallest sliver of moonlight. More importantly, though, Ziri, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Nobody should have need of a lantern right now.
She wasn't able to point it out to us in time for us to see it, was she?
No.
Okay.
It's about as fast as she says that as it slips behind a tree.
Wait, lanterns.
Yeah, maybe we should keep moving, seeing there is something over there.
No, I think we should check that out.
There was nothing over there.
You want to check it out? You can lead the way.
Just gonna go take a quick look.
Ziri, did you inform your party, or did you just kind of ask that question?
I think I asked the question and then I said that we should probably keep going because
Oh, okay. Well,
I saw something.
Okay. You did say that you saw something?
Yeah,
That's my bad. I'm distracted reading a quick note.
it's okay.
You may wade into the fog fin if you wish, Gideon.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
do think I wish.
this time I'm gonna follow Gideon 15 paces behind.
Okay. You watch as your two marshals kind of thick thwack into the mud.
I hate the
Gideon
feel
is
of
in
this
full
shit.
plate, and Wesk is, well, about chest deep. They begin
I
to
hate to say it, but we shouldn't let the two of them go off by themselves here. I'll do my best to keep up with them.
Okay. You wade in after them.
Wait, everybody's going? Okay, fine.
You guys wade into the river after this figure. Gideon, since you're leading the charge, I'll allow you to give me a perception or nature or survival check. Wesk, I will allow you to help.
What are you rolling?
Between
Roll
those?
any of those.
Yeah, between those I'm rolling perception.
Ready? I will roll a hidden perception to aid.
Okay. You guys do eventually reach about where, and Ziri's kind of instructing you as she's able to keep pace with you, even though you got a good lead on her at the start. She points about to where she saw the figure, and you begin to examine it, stopping to note that there are claw marks on these trees. Large, savage claw marks, about as thick as 3 of your fingers are wide, Gideon. Something has definitely been here, and you know that wolves typically mark their territory. Bears also do, but, well, considering the subject matter...
Any tracks?
No, this creature, even though it's seemingly a large werewolf, has left no discernible tracks other than these remnants of where it was.
Definitely was through here.
No, I'm even more concerned. Do you remember when we were told that Lazda originally left Otari with the man with the lantern and never returned?
Definitely not, not happy about this.
Yeah, that might make things more complicated. Well,
How
there
long
anything else
ago was
nearby?
that again?
What?
How long ago was that again?
Several years.
Mhm.
But if there's another man walking around holding a lantern at 10 in the morning, I can't think of too many other people.
I'm just thinking with these scratches and the werewolf disappearing a couple of years ago, I'm wondering if there's maybe a connection there.
Yeah, possibly. Fortunately, can't make heads or tail of it at the moment. I can make guesses. I feel like the bugs are getting larger. Beetles the size of a child's fist. Well, if there's nothing else around here, I think we can go ahead and move on back to the path for now. But we should at least make note of the location.
All right.
I'll take out some chalk and mark an X in one of the nearby trees.
Okay, you do so. You wipe away a nice, good, clean spot for it before marking it. Please give me a survival check. Or a nature check.
Great, favorites. Great, my favorites.
Okay. You turn and do not see the path from here.
Does anyone remember which way we came from? I thought we ran in a straight line.
I think Jerry was the one directing us.
You each cast a glance back to where you think you came from and no longer see the path.
Did you say I was the one directing you?
Yes, you spotted him off the path and you kind of led them
I feel like I
there.
probably would have gestured towards him, and Gideon went out way ahead of me, so I wasn't leading.
Okay.
But I would have corrected them if we were going the wrong way.
Okay.
Hold on.
Saying I'm probably not in front, not leading.
Lesk is gonna fumble in his pocket as he pulls out the wayfinder and pops it open.
Okay.
At least have a compass.
Pop it open. And it's swirling around in a circle.
Fuck.
What does that mean?
He's gonna close it once more and stow it again. Well, either this place has its own magnetic frequency, or something screwing with our navigation.
It's about this time that you notice the image that I sent you, Zilly. Off about another
Oh, sorry.
300 feet.
Image that you sent me?
Yes.
Discord?
No.
Did you say no?
I was responding to Yuri.
So it's not on Discord.
No.
I'm just trying to help her find it.
No, it's up about 2 chat messages. It's a private message to Zilly.
Oh. Okay. That's what I see?
About 300 feet away from you right now is the silhouette of a man
Uh-huh.
with the lantern.
Hello?
You call out to the man.
Yes.
Okay. There is no movement, but each of you are now keenly aware that there is a figure in a robe that kind of encircles and surrounds their body like a thick shell, holding up a lantern that kind of pierces but wavers in the fog fin's misty daylight fog. You can't get a good read of his exact features, but his eyes light up underneath his hood like 2 beads of a predator's eyes.
That's not good.
Good at all.
Well, do we continue following? The only way we could actually go at this point.
That or wander through. With no sense of direction.
There's no movement from him? He's just kind of standing there or what?
Not even breathing.
Alright. I'll begin trudging off towards the man with the lantern.
Okay. As you begin to trudge toward him, very predictably he ducks behind a tree and the light vanishes, leaving you in the fog fin once again.
Do I have any idea what this might be?
Give me a society check. Not bad, but you are untrained. That is definitely a humanoid figure. While you were not able to interpret its exact details, it is a humanoid to be about 6'5" to 6'8". Large robe, kind of hiding most of its features. And the way it moves, it seems like this is sort of a lightweight, lanky man as he hustles away.
Excuse me, sir.
He's already long gone.
Well, I'm gonna kind of shrug at the others.
I'm just gonna continue heading towards the tree he was at.
Okay. You each begin to hustle your way through the fog fin. And you've spent about 30 minutes now. And are making seemingly no progress.
This is how we
Mostly
die.
looking for another tree with markings on it.
Okay. You pass no other trees with markings. In fact, you don't even seem to be passing that chalk tree. So, progress.
Theoretically. Is there anyone here who might be better at navigating through a swamp? This is not exactly my forte.
Siri and Cezanne are trained in survival.
I've read a thing or two. Do you want a survival check?
Yeah.
What's the... Okay.
What? For me?
I mean, Cezanne stepped up, so I'm gonna take
Oh.
his. Or, well, actually,
Great.
Wesk stepped up.
Yep. Yeah.
You gotta
Just
say
like,
something
they're
about...
the only ones
Everyone
trained in
except me
survival.
is trained in survival.
I would say with Wesk and Cezanne leading you, you shake your compass futilely a couple of times before finally turning to the sun in one last desperate bid. Even though it is nearly directly overhead now, you do manage to catch the last vestiges of where it was pointing and begin to hustle through. Spend the next 10 more minutes walking.
So, we agreed we don't leave the path again.
I mean, I'm in agreement.
The insects have stopped.
Well, that's a plus, I guess.
I can't tell if that's better or worse.
Yeah.
What am I hearing?
Somehow their presence, or sorry, somehow their absence is more horrifying than their presence. At this point.
Hearing birds.
Yep. Crows.
Hate that. Why would there be crows in the middle of a swamp?
After about another 10 minutes, Zero, you spot the hooded figure one more time. But before you can even call it out this time, it flashes a toothy smile, ducks behind the tree, and as he steps out of the way, you note the faintest vestiges of the path towards that direction.
Hey guys, I think I see the path.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Guess we'll follow Ziri. I'm completely lost at this point.
Okay. Each of you emerge to the familiar sight of the Gauntlet emerging and cresting over the hill that leads down to it.
There.
You are now all thoroughly soaked and covered in mud. Gideon, good news. About 7 or 8 dead bugs stick to your backside. Not that you would know. Wes, good news. Only a little mud got up your nose. Alright.
So, why did the path disappear the first time?
Swamp magic. Pretty sure it was swamp magic. It's a thing, right?
Swamp gas. I've seen Men in Black. I know how this works.
I'm oddly glad to see the Gauntlet for once. In a way.
Yeah, better than wandering around in the muck more. But I suppose the muck only comes up to, like, my hips. Poor Wesk.
Or Wesk.
The bad news, Wes, is that you'll be doing some extra maintenance on your guns tonight.
Well, not that, like, I'm not used to it.
Okay. And with that, we will continue. Yeah, for some reason the activate thing is not working in Foundry, which is usually how I pull all of you to the right map. I might need to, real quick, just do that manually. There, did that work? I hope so.
It seems to be loading floor 1.
Okay. You arrive to the floor 1 of the Gauntlet Ruins once again. What entrance will you be using today?
As soon as floor 1 loads, I'll tell you. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're not taking a boat, so.
Yeah.
You've got this entrance, and you've got this entrance.
Hey, just real quick, that the crumbled staircase from below, would it lead up to this floor or to a different floor?
It
You
would
were
lead
telling
up
me
to
about.
this floor.
Do I know roughly where it would be in this floor?
It would be over here.
Over there? Okay.
I'm gonna say I assume the giant pit full of rubble, but
They're all giant pits full of rubble. This one just has an extra one.
I mean, none of the others are pits.
Is a room not just a pit with doors?
What kind of places do kobolds
No, no,
live?
he's
You know
got a
what, they
point.
fly.
None of these rooms have roofs. Let him cook. Regardless, which entrance are you guys using for your stairs?
If I recall correctly, I think this one gets us closer to the next floor down that we need to go down to.
Does it?
Were there any of the teleportation thingies around here? I don't.
There were. The first one you
Yeah, there
found
was
right
one.
here. But it has also been completely picked clean of all of the silver required. So it is there, but there's no way you could restore it. There is, however, one about here below the first one. It's just on the second floor.
About where?
It's about here.
Ah, right, the floor below us.
Yes. Would you like to head to that teleportation circle?
Sure. If everybody else is in agreement.
Sure.
Yeah, unless Wes wants to pick through rubble again. Last time went pretty well.
Okay.
I guess. How could I let it in?
Was it only me that read the blueprints? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
You specifically did not let us read over your shoulder.
Correct.
Well, that I remembered. I just didn't remember if anybody asked for them after I was done with them.
We're using these stairs then. Heading to the teleport circle. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull everybody to this floor then. And we'll just skip over that real quick. And we will bam, and bam, and bam, and bam. I assume you guys can mostly see that when you load in.
Yeah.
You can mostly see darkness.
Yeah.
Well, it is dark and none of you have the light spell for the day, so.
Correct.
I'll
Yeah.
give the light spell to put it on Gideon as usual.
I'll pull up my wayfinder and say the command word.
Alright. Go ahead and bing bang boom.
Do I even have it anymore? No. No light for me.
No light for you, indeed. As you guys each step down into the basement of the gauntlet once more. You guys make your way through a familiar sight. Why is that not there? Oh, because I put that there. That's why. Yeah. Okay, now I need to do that real quick. You guys begin to traipse your way down through the gauntlet through this familiar abandoned guard post. Please give me a perception check in secret, everyone. Okay. Gideon, you hear some shuffling noises to your south, some unfamiliar noises.
I'm gonna motion back to the rest of the party, put one finger up to my lips, and point to the south. And then I'll draw my sword.
Okay.
As I recall, wasn't there a door right here?
There is a secret door here. It's behind the chair, slid open into this hallway now.
Is it supposed to be pitch black?
No. How about now?
Oh, I'm still seeing darkness.
Strange.
We've lost him.
We have indeed lost him.
Could you... Maybe I'm not targeted on my character. Could you point me where my character token is?
I just did. Let me light you up, just in case. There. Can you see anything now?
Oh, that's weird.
You not have ownership of your token?
He should. He hasn't been fucked with at all. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure you should be good to go, but... Let me check some back-end stuff, because maybe they fucked with something. No, he owns Cezanne.
I'm not seeing the outline around my character token, which you typically see. But I can double-click it and open my character.
And the light is just not working at all, huh? Oh,
Here,
yeah.
I'll click floor 1 and then click back to floor 2 and see if that does anything.
Yeah. See if that
I'll be
does
right
it.
there.
Oh, this is not the right floor.
Oh, were you on the wrong floor?
No, it's still very dark here. Weird.
Shows that he's on B1.
Yeah.
Like, I can see the tokens very faintly, but it's like the dark effect is on.
I was having a couple visual bugs last session too. Did you refresh yet?
I could, but that would mean real. I'll just refresh, keep my token caught up with everyone else.
Okay. I'll just do this then.
Apologies.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine, bud. Technical issues come up.
Yeah. Last session, or maybe it was the session before then, the door icons weren't showing up.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if me rolling perception while loading in screwed something up.
I have no idea. I mean, the activate thing has been fucky, so, you know.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
I am waiting for you guys to move, but I think Como is AFK or BRB1.
Yeah.
That's all.
Zilly is Como AFK.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Raleigh's having some issues, but we are addressing it. In the meantime, he wants us to continue. Gideon, as you leave the hallway, you do notice, yeah, the sound is coming directly from the south now, though. It's a nice crunching and smacking noise, followed sometimes by an guttural ugh, and then resumed crunching and smacking. As your light comes into view of this creature, however, it stops where it is kneeled down beside of these Morlocks. Turns to face you still with a, let's say, a nice mouthful of Morlock meat. Raising its head towards you, its features long ago sloughed off.
Ah. Sorry.
It's okay, sometimes it has that reaction to you too, Silly.
Understandable. Same.
Regardless, it looks up at you, mouth kind of lazily agape, one hand inside of whatever remains of this Morlock, a chunk of meat and flesh falling from its mouth as it turns to you, shielding its eyes with one hand. And, it's very bright.
Oh, it can speak.
Beats.
Slowly it lowers the hand from its face, its pale, milky white eyes. What is this you're doing?
Before I answer that question, I'd like to see if I know anything about what this thing is.
Okay.
Same.
Give me a religion check.
Religion. Okay. Nope.
Can I roll for that as well?
Shh, no, you do not have line of sight on it yet.
Okay,
As usual.
it's fair.
Siri. Good news, this is a Morlock ghoul. You've by now know exactly what a ghoul is. Morlocks, however, are a type of underground humanoid dwelling races who generations ago were humans and over time accustomed themselves to the Underdark. This looks to be an undead Morlock. He's crouched down, kind of crunching and munching on his brethren. He's much taller than his brethren, but otherwise he's kind of taking a slow bite, putting the meat in his mouth, chewing it before a sneer of disdain crosses his face and he lets the meat fall from his lips, kind of like an animal might. Ugh.
So I know what ghouls are, I know what Morlocks are, but a Morlock ghoul is just outside my realm of expertise, apparently.
Understandable.
I would say you do not know that this is a ghoul at first glance. It is just an undead. How about that?
Fair enough. Just tell them, yes.
Oh, he's speaking in common.
Yes.
Well, thank you. It's a shame that it had to come to this, though. Say you wouldn't happen to have any spices on you, would you? He casts a glance across you and shakes his head. No. No, you look healthy.
Honestly, all the undead we fought here so far, this is probably the politest.
That's a shame.
I love how the context of that is that we're going to fight this one too.
I don't have a reason to fight it yet.
He hawks
You
up
said
a
all the-
large, red, meaty loogie onto the ground next to him.
Gross.
Alright, now I have one reason to fight him, but it's not a good one.
West, you have no eyes on this creature. You are just hearing Gideon talk to something, and that's frankly worse.
Guys, what's up there? Well, why did I just get... Okay.
I have you auto set to follow.
Oh, then I probably got stuck on a wall.
I see.
I'm gonna reload my application because I think trying to move Cezanne at the same time he tried to move froze Cezanne in place for me.
Cool.
Regardless, as you approach this creature, you watch as it kind of sneers each time it takes a bite, spits it out, before rummaging through the remainder of this corpse as if trying to pick out a good piece.
Yeah, this is rapidly making me want to not want to ever eat again. Can we just move on?
Am I in your way?
Yeah, kinda. Looking to get to a certain circle. It's over that way.
A circle. No, you must mean the teleporter.
Yeah,
Another
that
wet
thing was
crunch.
luck pretty heavily. I'm surprised you're aware of it.
We built it. Why would I not be aware of it? He lets another slop of meat out of his mouth before finally standing and just pitching the whole body to the side in disgust.
Yeah, I kinda don't blame you. It doesn't seem too appetizing.
Well, it should be appetizing. I suppose my tastes have become more discerning. He hawks up another wet loogie on the ground.
So, can I ask where you came from? Because I'm pretty sure we checked everything around here. We didn't see you.
Then you did not check everything around you.
Hmm.
As he walks, he sort of holds his hands out at his side, sticking horizontally but kind of clutched close to his body. Hunched over, he begins to waddle around the corner, and as you ask where he came from, he points down with his hand still by his body. And below. That's where they exiled me. He disappears around the corner.
Oh, that was weird.
Oh, this is on back again.
Yes, can you see Cezanne?
Yeah.
Okay. As you begin to tread through back to the shrine room, the man is hunched over the humanoid figure that you know as one of the Osprey Club thieves, poking and prodding at his body. I suppose I could season him, but I don't even know if that'll take at this point. That's a whole... well, they are dead now, so... perhaps I could freely use some of their spices. And... oh, God, it's bright again. Why is it bright? He begins to try to shuffle past each of you out of the room.
I guess I'll kind of step aside. Let 'em-
Okay. Just go to your room.
You heard him.
I feel like we could ask him something about the place. He said they built it. Like, get whatever knowledge he had of the place from him.
You're welcome to do that if you want. If I have to see one more blood loogie, I think I'm gonna lose it again.
They were pretty gross.
And you've seen some gross things, so...
What?
I've seen some gross things.
Is that what that sound was?
yeah, there was like a wet kind of meatball kind of thing on the ground. Didn't pay too much attention to it, Cezanne, but now you kind of... your stomach kind of rolls a little bit. This corpse has also been picked over. It looks much worse than when you came through.
Let's just keep moving.
He peers around the corner as your lights begin to fade. Make your way back to the teleporter room at long last.
Oh yeah, that's right. We closed the door.
Sure did.
It didn't lock itself again, did it?
No.
Okay.
Oh god, not again.
Actually, no, you should be able to hear it inside of the room. There we go. Good news, Siri. This place looks untouched and pristine, which is beautiful because you now hold in your hands the ritual book that would teach you how to reawaken this thing. Should you choose to, and should you, not horribly fuck it up, which would be embarrassing because you're kind of a fucking nerd about this topic.
So how long would the ritual to try and awaken this thing take? Do I know?
It would take about an hour.
Alright. Are you guys interested in making this transporter available or functional again?
Just give me a sec.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zahn worryingly looking around the room at the dozens or so. Once again, the room is an incredibly polished marble. You can see reflections of yourselves all around you in the room. Cezanne hesitant to step inside after what he saw last time.
Y'all good, Cezanne?
Everything looking normal?
It looks normal to me, I think. Does it look normal to me?
That was a question to Stray.
Looks
Oh.
normal to you, Cezanne.
Yeah, I think everything's fine.
Alright, as I was saying, I'd like to pull out the book. Who would like this thing to be up and running again?
Where would this link to?
At the moment, no place that we know of, right?
Correct. It would activate it, but it would go nowhere until you activated it somewhere else, and then it would connect it to this network.
Yes.
This is the kind of first step.
Oh, that depends. What does it take to activate it?
It'll take about an hour.
Well, good enough for me.
material
I'm gonna start
components?
cleaning off my armor
Does it
from...
take material components?
No.
No.
I mean, the one upstairs would take silver, but looks like that hasn't been removed from here.
Well,
Let me know if there's any way I can assist you.
if it'll make you happy, Ziri.
All right.
It would make
like
you
to begin.
exceedingly happy. And it would be, handy.
I would like to begin the process.
You begin this esoteric ritual. Select either Arcana or Occult.
Is this something I can assist in?
You can. Do you have Arcana or Occult?
I have a Colt.
Okay. If Zilly picks Occult, you may.
Okay, I picked a cult.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh,
Shame you didn't pick Arcana. I could have helped.
Well, good effort. Good effort.
Cezanne, seemingly distracted in his work, he keeps glancing at the walls and asking if everything looks alright, and at this point he's asked like 5 times across like 40 minutes. And it's always at like just the worst time when you're just starting to get it going. Regardless, as Ziri sits on the floor, why don't you begin to describe what you think this might look like, Ziri?
What would look like?
This ritual. You are activating this ancient network. Not.
And the whole room is just smooth in designs, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Polished black marble.
I would imagine sitting cross-legged in the middle, and probably a lot of chanting. Maybe some tracing symbols in the air.
Okay. Ziri begins to sit in the middle of the room as Cezanne kind of brings her the material components that she might need, or follows her instructions as best he can, unfortunately. Very distracted. Ziri begins to reform any sigils on the ground that might have lost their sheen or luster, imbuing it with some of her own magic. And over time, nice. Eventually, finally, the room hums to life as the glow manifests, the telltale sign of a powerful magic. Ziri, good news. You have reactivated this portal up to 6 days, which is the maximum roll that you can do.
Alright.
Alright, I'll mark that down for us. So it will be active up to the 20th. It is now the 14th.
How the fuck long have all these bugs been on the back of my armor?
How long do you think?
Getting them off one by one.
Okay. Cezanne, you are incredibly distracted because at one point you do see the familiar masked man. Everything is not normal. Regardless, it is at some point as you are attempting to finish the ritual with Ziri that she finally snaps at you that you're done, you can stop.
Okay.
I'm just gonna quietly take Cezanne out of the room.
That was enlightening.
Okay. Cezanne, you are
Shall we
pulled
move
from the
on?
room by Gideon.
Is everything okay, Gideon?
I was gonna ask you that.
Zero, you feel pretty fucking good. Other than the fact that Cezanne fucked it up for you. You feel like if Cezanne wasn't here, it would have been perfect. Everything would have been absolutely perfect. This whole thing that you've had in your mind for so long, and he fucked it. But it worked, it succeeded, it wasn't perfect, but it works, and it's active, and, you know, if you find another one, maybe don't ask Cezanne this time.
Understandable.
You can't help but feel that feeling of bringing your friend to that movie that you've waited to see for so long, and then they just don't get it. They talk and they just
Walk through the whole thing.
yep.
Well, shall we move on?
Yeah, yes, that would be good.
Okay. Regardless, the teleportation portal is open. The creature is kind of peering around the corner as you step outside. Gideon, got it working?
So it would seem.
Excellent work.
That would be that one. I'm gonna point Syrian.
It crunches
see
on
who
the
he's
bone
talking.
of something. From here, no. But the moment you round the corner, yes. It is the group.
Him again.
It continues
Alright.
to be me.
Where are we heading to next?
Well, theoretically, downstairs.
Do we really have to follow it?
Know of any other stairs? I mean, we can take the shoot again. You seem to enjoy that.
Let's just take the damn stairs.
Oh yeah, my fucking thing is not doing great.
Yeah. Most of your links probably porked.
Yep. Oh well, I'll just do it by hand.
Oh, hey, I can use it by hand.
Interesting. As it descends the steps, it kind of casts a glance over your shoulder once or twice. Wait, stop following me.
We're headed this way.
Why? Sound of a door opening at the bottom of the steps.
Oops.
Actually, the correct answer to that question was yes, there was another staircase, just not from there.
Oh yeah, that's right, we haven't actually.
The creature takes a seat in one of these large green sofas. This room is quite nice. It's a cross-shaped room with several long couches, but the leather cushions that adorn them are cracked with age. What might have once been beautiful plants and planter boxes along the walls are now just dried up, dead stumps. Gideon, you are actually standing in the middle of a long, dried up fountain, depicting a lighthouse in the middle.
Can I
Tokens does
examine?
not exist.
Oh, sorry. Do you need light?
No, when I try and move, it says token 27SLN8AH7 does not
Oh, that's
exist.
the error I got.
But now, does this token exist?
Yes,
Cool.
I can move now.
Oh, that's
Can I
a fake
take
token.
a closer look at the fountain and specifically the lighthouse?
Sure. Give me a perception check, unless you want to specifically look at something else with a different lore skill.
No, I just I'm interested in the lighthouse because you specifically mentioned it.
Okay. I would say go ahead and give me a engineering check.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to.
That's alright, you didn't know. This is a meticulously well-made replica of the gauntlet, as you might have suspected. However, it is not showing all of the hidden depths underneath it, unfortunately. This seems to just be the primary spire piercing the ground that you have come to know.
Gonna look back over to the pool. You've been here a while, right?
Oh yes, quite.
Were you here when this thing used to have water in it?
Yes.
What happened to the water?
He shrugs. I assume the pumps underneath us no longer work, or are unmaintained, or maybe something crawled into the pipes and blocked it. Any number of things. He tips the last of the bone marrow up out of the bone before tossing it to the side.
Shine a light over the pipe to see if there's anything obviously obstructing it.
No, it's a pretty small... It's both an awkward angle, because the hole is actually kind of these little rivulets running along the sides of the lighthouse rather than the top. You could look, but you wouldn't find anything, no matter how hard you tried.
Gotcha. I'm just assuming all the books around here are like too old to be of any decipherability.
No, you could read them.
Ah,
I'd like to kind of wander around and pick up a book here and there and look through them absently.
I'll take a look at what there is too. Just the two nearby.
Gideon, look.
I'm in good
Sconces.
company, it seems.
Yes, I see sconces. I also
Scholar.
see somebody who would probably hate sconces.
That would be a real dick move.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. He's been kind of nice so far. I don't want to be like, hey, we're gonna blind you real quick.
He is still squinting quite a bit from your light spells, but...
I'm trying to like keep the shield away from him for the most part.
Okay.
I know what Wesk is doing, but
Crosses his legs as he watches you examine the books and poke around the room, Siri. What brings you people here? Indulge me.
Well, we're still looking for a contract of some sort that Balcora made with a jailer. We're,
Oh, you must mean that fellow to the north of here.
yeah, the same one.
Surprising.
We're,
why is that surprising?
Oh, that means he must have been here for 500 years. I didn't know he was still here.
That'd be the contract.
Yes. Quite a foolish devil if he left himself no way out, wouldn't you agree?
Does seem like pretty poor dealings on his part.
Muska's gonna think. We also need to look for, some... Excuse me. Missing smugglers, was it? They'll say, looking to get in.
Yes, you just spotted one of them on the floor above this. Coming up. gesture up towards the man we just walked past by the shrine.
Yeah, she told us plurals, so I'd like to think the others are still alive so we can get paid.
My apologies, then.
I mean,
Be right
were
back.
you the one that killed him?
Oh, good in heavens, no.
Then,
He licks his
It's,
lips. Make
stomach
no mistake,
churning.
I might have if given the opportunity, but no.
Either way, as stomach churning as it is to watch, I won't fault you for eating.
He reaches into the craw of his mouth with 3 of his elongated, lanky fingers picking at his teeth. Satisfied with something,
Disgusting as it is.
he fishes something out of his mouth. Satisfied, he flicks it to the ground nearby.
Well, the primary reason we came here was because the Gauntlet has become active again after several hundred years.
Oh,
We're
yes.
trying to figure out why.
Oh. Well, I thought that would be obvious.
I'm not the smartest man, so if you could help me out, that would be great.
Well, its master has returned.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was hoping you wouldn't say.
Is it Okora?
Yes. She's been back for years, though. I don't know why she wouldn't.
What do you mean she's been back for years?
Oh, yes, she's been back for years now.
How many years?
He scratches his, what you could only assume to be the remnants of a nose. 2 decades. He removes his hand from his face, and an elongated tongue continues scratching the remnants of his nose for him. Why do you ask?
Because the Gauntlet has only been active for about a month.
He reaches up, tongue still scratching his nose, to scratch his head. No, I couldn't tell you.
Well,
Do you know anything about the prior group that came in here? You know, from above?
Oh, yes. Came in and... Well, we're exceedingly lucky. Slew Belcora. She's been quite mad ever since.
But apparently they didn't finish the job.
Oh no, she died quite a normal death.
And how did she come back?
He shrugs. Belcora's always been an extremely powerful mage. I wouldn't be surprised if she had some sort of contingency upon her death.
Ain't that weird?
I mean, when you get so strong enough, you learn to warp the natural laws. What is death if not just a temporary rest?
You don't seem to have any great love for her, unlike, forget the discrepancy, several of the other undead we've seen around here.
You mean the cult of the canker?
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yes. I have no great love for them because I chose not to participate in their ways and they exiled me for it. I have been stuck down here for a while now. In fact, I've been hearing you scuffle around up there and out there, and It's been quite quiet. I decided I might poke my head around without getting it knocked around this time. Imagine my surprise when they're all dead.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
I assure you they started it.
I don't care who started it. I want them dead.
Well, you're welcome, I suppose.
Yes, I've already said thank you.
Well,
His tongue
Conversation.
finally stops scratching. He puts it back in his mouth.
conversation's been elucidating, but
Were the books anything of value?
They are light reading that has been thumbed to death.
I don't really do light reading. Oh boy, more hallways.
A long, treacherous-looking hallway greets you, Usk.
yeah, I'm step to the side, let Gideon take the lead.
Safe journeys.
Alright. You'll probably be able to find us by a series of lit sconces. Hope that's not too offensive.
I hope you
Or-
don't take offense if I don't follow you.
That's just as well.
You don't have any. You don't have any use for the bodies, right?
I would ask if they're human that you leave them alone. Otherwise,
No, I mean the corpses of the cankers.
they're
If
fine.
they're
It's
dead,
Not my concern.
I don't
we're not bringing them back.
really eat unrefined flesh. Flesh that was living or only once living. It's unseasoned. I prefer, and he scratches his armpit before sniffing it. I prefer undead flesh. I'm going to eat them.
Suits me fine.
We have no plans on doing that ourselves, so
Enjoy, I guess.
Okay. We have an accord then. Safe travels. He gives you a very slow, lazy wave before returning and scurrying back upstairs.
Let's just keep moving on before I don't
What
want
a
lunch for
nice
today.
undead thing. Just going around, eating our corpses, acting as cleanup crew.
honestly, he might be the most reasonable person we've met since coming down here.
Yeah.
The distant sound of a blood loogie being hocked up.
I like the scout.
And there goes my want for lunch.
Well, good news, because I don't think we're getting any for a while.
You light up the sconce. Two doorways greet you, one to the west, one to the east, as you ascend this hallway.
I'll take a quick listen in to see if I can hear anything on the one
Oh, you
immediate
can-
to my west.
To your west,
Oh, well.
you can definitely
If I
hear
hear
noises
something.
coming from the east. Zira, you also, as you enter this hallway, your spirit sense is tingling in this room. Actually, it's tingling in both of these rooms, Ziri. Powerful supernatural entities in both of these rooms. Shivers up your whole body.
Well,
Cautious.
Keeping the sword out. And, dude,
Why are you glowing?
not that.
I wouldn't worry about that. I think that's an effect clipping through the wall.
Actually, that is a visible glow underneath the wall that is meant to be clipping.
Oh, okay.
There's a pale, sickly green light coming from underneath this wall.
Oh, I think I know what that is.
well, Gideon, dealer's choice. Left or right?
We'll go left first before everyone loses their lunch again. Hold up. Where is my dude? Right. I open the door to the west.
Okay. Inside, an ancient sofa that's covering torn open, revealing its stuffing and springs revealed, sits against the west wall of this room.
That's it.
Above it, above the wall, is a large painting that lines the entire... Oh god, I just got a splitting headache. Holy shit.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
Oof.
Silly kid.
Power of the gut, like
Empathize.
cutting through into reality.
The painting is a mishmash of blacks, purples, and magentas, some bright, vivid, saturated pinks mixed in. Doesn't seem to have any discernible form, but it does give you an eerie feeling.
And apparently a splitting headache.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I might need a priest.
What's going on?
You see a empty room. It's also way too dark to see.
I'm gonna try to stand
There
in
we
here and hold the light open for him.
There's
I'm gonna point to the painting on the wall.
Sorry, I apologize. I was having to deal with something at the second you were describing the painting. What's going on there?
It is just a mishmash of blacks, magentas, purples, pinks, saturated, vivid colors.
But it looks like a painting.
Yep. So you
Kitty.
step into the room, passes on.
If Suzanne... No, I guess I'll wait by him.
Okay.
Gideon, I think that's called art.
Okay.
Step into the room. Nothing
Okay.
happens.
Now I'll step into the room.
Okay. You begin to... It's a very small room. It's...
We're dancing.
Do a little dance.
I don't think Ziri is the type to dance. Regardless, you
I don't know.
file
She'd
into
probably
the
get drunk and dance.
room. Damn, I'm gonna need some medicine.
She is a satyr.
I have to be right back. Holy shit, this is a
Yeah.
piercing headache.
Yeah. Go.
Alright. Gideon and Ziri step into the room with the strange painting. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna wait outside since it's so cramped in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye from the outside, trying to figure out what's freaking Gideon out.
Okay. Let's see what I can do here with my new thing. Do you guys know I have a new thing?
Do
What a
now.
new thing.
Gideon, Ziri, please give me a will save.
Oh, good. They're hidden.
Oh, good.
Hers
Oh
isn't.
boy.
Ziri
Where's mine
used the
hidden?
actual roll.
Oh, she is the will save thing.
Yeah.
You could have just hit the die.
It's alright.
You could have just hit the die on there, and that would have done a blind roll.
That's alright.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just explain it.
Good news. Ziri, you have critically failed.
Oh no.
A 15 is a critical
Oh my
failure.
god.
Actually, I think you only get frightened 1, Gideon.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Because
if I
you are
succeeded, that's a
technically
crit
brave.
success. Mm-hmm.
You are still, however, confused, as the doors slam shut. An overwhelming feeling of paranoia fills your minds,
Oh, that's not good.
as you each watch as the painting's colors coalesce into a set of bright, yellow, piercing, four-pronged star eyes, before, in the middle of them, opening vertically, another eye appears with red pupils. Locking eyes with each of you, you are now immediately terrified. I will need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oh, I should have seen that one coming. You need to turn combat on.
I do indeed, don't I?
What are our rolls tonight?
Good. They're good. For me.
Jeez.
We'll go here.
I'm gonna say only one of us rolled above a 10.
No, actually, let's do... Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Wes, you were the first to react as the door slams shut in front of you. Damn,
I can't just stand in Cezanne Square. I mean, can I reach and try the knob, or is Cezanne in the way?
Oh, so you can.
Alright, I'm gonna give the knob a try,
Okay.
just to be sure.
It feels like it's going to swing open. Would you like to open the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door again.
Okay. Cezanne, please give me a will save.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Slash roll 1d10 plus 10.
Plus 12.
Yeah, so that plus 12.
29. That's good. Cezanne, you are frightened 1. And confused. As the door opens and the painting that was once a mishmash of colors is now, in fact, 2 sets of 4-pronged star eyes, where the stars are opening vertically into more eyes with red pupils in the middle. And as soon as the door swings open, the pupils dilate and swing, meeting your eyes, and an immense sense of paranoia, betrayal, and mistrust washes over you. You no longer regard anyone around you as friend. This goes the same for you as well, Gideon and Ziri. I believe, Wesk, I'll let you have one more action.
Can I clearly see the change and shift in their demeanor?
Not instantly, no.
Not instantly.
You have swung the door open, and Gideon and Ziri are affected by something, and whatever you just did when you swung open the door has affected Cezanne, but none of them have acted yet. But you do get the feeling something has changed.
And I also noticed that it hasn't affected me. So would I be able to make the conclusion that it's something that is within the room that needs to be sensed in some way to cause this?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Something has happened, and for some reason it has not affected you.
Would I be able to close the door again, or is it like...
Sure.
I'm gonna try closing it again.
Okay. You shut the door, and that's your turn. Cezanne, you are up. Cezanne, someone or something is watching you right now.
How do you want me to handle the confused because none of my attacking cantrips will, hit?
Oh, the
Fine,
confusion
Lance.
is just for flavor right now. The confusion just represents that you see nobody around you as an ally right now. Someone or something has laid its eyes upon you, Cezanne, and nobody can be trusted anymore. Cezanne, in your desperate pitch, you reach for the whispering reeds. You do not find it.
Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Can I try and spot what's looking at me?
As the door finally shuts, your mind is torn away from thoughts of the whispering reeds, as this feeling of being watched and searched for passes as the door breaks and you break line of sight. You will still, however, now immensely paranoid at all times, especially of Wesk standing right beside of you. He could have swiped the book at any moment. Kobolds are sneaky like that.
Wesk, what'd you do with it?
I closed it.
You closed the book?
Gestured to the door. The door.
Where's the book?
You have the book.
I don't have the book.
I can't read. Well, I can read, but I don't like to.
Okay. Cezanne, you've got one action left. As your turn ends, the frightened condition will end and you'll be returned to your senses. What are you doing in the meantime as Wes stole your book is now lying about it? Her eyes saw you. She knows you have the book. You have drawn this thing's attention now.
You know what? I'll go for a grapple.
Okay.
Trying to get it back.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check. West, are you resisting?
Yeah.
Okay. Cezanne reaches for you. Like, roughly. Like, he goes to grab at you and you manage to just bat his hand away, luckily.
What the fuck's gotten into you?
Meanwhile, Gideon, Ziri. Please give me another will save. Okay. Good stuff. Both of you take 11 points of mental damage as you are being watched by whatever this creature in the painting is. You watch as it begins to crawl out of the painting slowly. This large, gaunt creature, stars for eyes, red pupils dilating as it meets each of yours. Something has noticed you. Something that you really shouldn't have noticed you. Ziri, your mind drifts to that book that Cezanne said you really shouldn't read. Gideon, you are up. You regard nobody as an ally right now, but you are clinging to your frightened condition for one more turn.
I see something coming out of the painting at me. I think that's what I would attack first and foremost.
Swing.
Swing at the haunt.
Yep.
Very cool. I'm just gonna stoke flames and go all out. I do not want whatever is coming in that painting coming at me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll critical.
Holy!
Zero, you collapse
what I
as
thought.
Gideon immediately turns, and as these thoughts of being betrayed and being seen by whatever this creature is, you realize that Gideon also has those red pupils, and he cuts you down before you can react. Wes, you are up.
I'm gonna look at Cezanne suspiciously and
That is combat off.
Still, I'm gonna look at Cezanne suspiciously as I look back to the door. Don't want to open it again, but I'm also afraid of what's happening inside. I'm just gonna look back to Cezanne and like raise an eyebrow. You in your right head again?
Am I?
Yes, you have all now entered your right mind again. As you cut this creature down, Gideon, and as you sort of adjust, you watch as it crawls back into the painting, carrying Ziri's form.
That,
I.
but
What? Carrying
Is
me
Lear still
into the
over here?
painting?
Yep.
Goodbye, everybody.
So is Ziri still
I'm-
over here?
I'm gonna go live in the painting world now.
No, she's in the painting, Gideon.
I need a priest!
Gideon's
I don't know,
screaming
come on.
for a priest.
Well, fuck it. I'll open the door.
Okay.
It took Ziri!
What the
Oh.
fuck just happened?
I hit it
from
really
here,
hard
my-
and it took Ziri.
From trying to explain myself to Wesk, I will spin at that statement.
Oh yeah, you're not able to. It's seconds between you snapping out of it, trying to explain yourself. Gideon in your face with a bloody sword.
Get in.
I hit the painting really hard. It took Ziri. I need a priest. Help.
I'll look into the room.
Okay. Yeah, Ziri's on the floor in here. She's hurt bad,
Ziri, you right?
bleeding out.
I'm gonna stabilize.
Okay.
Help.
What hit her?
What do you mean what hit her? The painting took her.
She's right here.
But I hit the painting. And then it took Ziri into the painting.
Oh yeah.
I saw it.
Ziri's body is there, but Ziri went into the painting. Clearly, it took Ziri's soul. Or something. What are the rest of you doing?
Husk, you talk to Gideon for a moment. I'm gonna be stabilizing Ziri here.
Gax is applying tiny bat hands to the pressure, trying to stop Ziri from bleeding out.
What the fuck happened?
Painting came to life. There was something coming out of it. So I stabbed at it. Well, first it hit us both really hard. Then I stabbed at it, and then the painting took Ziri. Like her soul, or something.
Is this gonna be another goddamn illusion like that fucking pit?
What pit? This is more pertinent.
Anyway,
I'll take a
Anyway,
look at this
Can I
painting. Do
see
you want
Ziri's
to?
body there?
Yeah, Ziri's body is here, but she's not moving. It got her soul.
Can I slash the painting?
Go for it, bud.
I
You
will slash the
rip
painting.
into this painting.
you sure you want to do that?
You got any bright ideas?
I think we should be giving medical treatment right now. I'm gonna cast a spell. I have no idea what's going on right now. But I'd like to. Oh, so she's still like. Sorry, I'm a little lost in the explanation. Is she look like she's? Does she look?
She looks
normal
like she
to
has
me?
been gashed open. Just directly
Right.
across her front. Everything points to
Yeah.
Gideon doing it. His sword's bloody. He's talking about something stealing Ziri, but Ziri's here on the floor. She has been absolutely mauled by this sword.
Gideon, this is as first thing you know. What in the world is going on here?
What is going on where? What we doing?
Oh, the roll healing is bringing up a different menu than normal. Hopefully this still works as normal.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. 2d10s for you, right?
Yeah.
Plus 16. Alright, we'll use mine since it's higher. There we go. Zira, you gasp back to life with a tiny bat attempting to give you CPR.
Okay.
Ziri walked away for 1 second.
Tiny bat gags in the nurse's scrubs. Alright, in the meantime, what are the rest of you doing? As it looks like the worst of it has passed for Ziri Sazan. And Gideon has now climbed up onto this couch and has begun to carve open whatever this painting was.
Gideon? Wes,
What happened? Am I still missing? Oh, I'm back.
No, you're gasping to life as Tiny Gax is giving you CPR as Sazan kneels down and is pulsing healing magic into you.
What were you gonna say?
Going to say that this wound looks an awful lot like it came from a sword.
What happened?
I was hoping that you knew.
Ziri, the painting came to life. You suddenly got the feeling of betrayal, mistrust. You turned around to see Gideon just hack you down with those same red eyes from the painting.
Gideon, you. I'm gonna point at him.
Okay, you do so. Gax is also pointing.
It was Gideon, but it wasn't. It was the painting.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The painting attacked us, then it took 0.
No, the painting
But
didn't
I'm
move.
pretty sure you stabbed me.
I stabbed the painting.
No.
You
I'm
look,
gonna kind of look at Gax,
you
seeing
look
if he
down
knows what
at
happened.
your chest where the obvious sword slash is.
Gideon, your sword for a moment, please.
Here you go.
It's also slightly burnt.
Stabbed me.
Let's just compare the blood mark here with the wound.
I assume she is also burned.
Yes. Oh, it was brutal. Oh, it was brutal. It's 20 d4 healing, by the way, Seal. Assuming that you guys each spend 10 minutes.
Clicking like a fool. Alright.
Oh, yes. That's absurd.
I would like to stand up and brush myself off and kind of shoot Gideon a look.
Okay.
Clearly something was going on here. I mean,
Am
I
I
think
still frightened?
No.
No. I still have a little shield thingy around me. What does that mean?
You're off guard.
Oh,
'cause you're
off guard.
On your ass right now.
I see.
That's what the stare icon is, the green stairs. Prone.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to stand up.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, that was also almost a max roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was pretty glorious.
It was a crit, so...
It was not only a crit, but also all of the rolls were nearly max.
Yep. Oh, it was brutal. It was her exact max HP, too.
I was gonna say,
So,
dropping
Why'd
3 in
you
1 hit is...
stab me?
I'm telling you, it was the painting.
I don't know. His eyes were all fucking weird. I think something was. I don't know. I'm gonna squint at him again. Weird with his brain, maybe. I mean, weirder than usual, you know?
so
He wasn't himself. Either way, maybe we should get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and.
You feeling okay?
I mean, no,
Oh.
you're wounded one, but, you know.
Hold up a second. Let me take a look at that. Gideon starts to get back into his right mind again.
Yeah, notably, Zirian's is on. Those lingering feelings of paranoia and something watching you are still lingering.
So,
Just treating the remaining wounds.
Okay.
So. I'm gonna look at the door in front of me. And I look down to the light.
Yeah. It's,
right, there's
some pale green lights coming out from underneath the door.
there's one other
Forget how this works.
issue
Hold on.
still at play here. The
Yeah, the
book's
issue is
gone.
that door's still open. Fuck that door. Fuck that painting. Don't ever go in there again.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, close that door.
It's actually apparently not in my reach.
Yeah, only Wes can close it.
Wes, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Wes, there's more to this room than meets the eye.
Alright. One of you be ready to just grab me and pull me back out if anything happens.
Okay.
Oh lord.
I'm gonna...
Don't get your soul sucked by a painting.
There are 2 secret doors in this room, as well as that Wes. You rolled just high enough to notice there is a tiny, tiny, tiny peephole in the middle of where this painting was cut open, peering into this room.
Hey, Gideon.
Yeah, Wes.
Draw that sword of yours.
Oh lord. Oh lord.
He's gonna pull out his pistol and...
You really think that's a great idea? Guys,
No. But I don't like being startled from behind either.
Okay, as you walk in, this is a plain, nondescript, angled hall with 4 alcoves. Each western alcove has those same silvery runes from the teleportation room inlaid on the floor. A peephole, now obvious on this side of the hallway, lies beyond.
I mean, it makes that hallway a peephole.
Yada da da da.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna glance around for any sign of what might have been watching us.
Same.
I'd like to take a look. This
Especially
teleporter.
since I'm still getting that feeling.
Okay.
Especially if I'm still getting
All
that
but
feeling.
forgetting that I just died.
You didn't die.
Because yay, shiny new toy.
You hustle through, momentarily forgetting the paranoia of something watching you, Siri, as you begin to examine these. Give me an Arcana check, if you would. Or Occult. Your choice. Siri hustles past each of you, fussing
I'm
over
gonna reroll.
Okay. Remember, it is a D10 plus 10.
I'll actually look at this one.
Okay.
Can I also roll an Arcana?
Sure.
You're just gonna have to do the math for me. God damn.
So
I feel
that
like the map on
is...
that one's a little obvious.
Let's do
So yeah, I think I know what these are.
a D10 plus 10.
There
So
you
that's
go.
20 plus 9, 29. Okay. Ziri, these are, of course, teleportation circles, as you've seen many a times. However, as you begin to sort of rant and rave and ramble once more about everything you know about them off the top of your head as you begin to work, you realize, pushing past Gideon as he's attempting to assist you, but you're more so talking over every trivia fact that he is happy to finally get a chance to talk about, only for you to elaborate about 3 more paragraphs for every fact he brings up off the top of his head. This teleportation circle leads to the first floor, or it would had it not already been scraped clean. This teleportation circle goes further below and can be reawakened with another awaken portal ritual. However, you would have to awaken the other portal that this one connects to, and worse yet, it's not even connected to the initial network of teleportation portals. This seemingly is its own network of teleportation portals. So,
I'm just gonna stop you there. So, you're saying this is a teleportation room? Is there a chance that something teleported out of here?
well, yes and no. At one point, yes. Right now, no, these aren't active.
In the last 10,
No.
20 minutes.
I don't think they're active right now.
No, these are dead teleportation circles.
And are
Okay.
these 2 just unused
Just
ones?
alcoves.
Okay.
It looks like
So
you
you-
could inscribe further teleportation runes here, but Ziri's knowledge of teleportation magics only allow for reawakening old portals, not necessarily creating new ones, which, as we've discussed, is a highly complex, high-level magic.
So, I'd like to look around the area of the peephole and see if there's any this is an area that's been unused, I want to see if there's dust. Does it look like something's been through here? Does it look like this has been laid empty for a
Give
good
me
while?
a perception check, if you would, please. I would say it looks disturbed.
Oh god. Something's been through here.
Are you creeping up to the peephole and everything, giving it a thorough examination?
Yeah.
Creeping
Okay.
up to the people.
So you hesitantly bring your eye up to the peephole. You see nothing except red.
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You see a man with a lantern on the other side of the peephole, Cezanne, before it scurries away beyond the corner. And you each hear a door shut.
What was that?
That's
Son
it.
of a
I'm running
bitch.
that. I'm running this way.
Where are you going?
The door is closed.
Yep.
Got around us somehow.
What did?
There's a person with a lantern.
I'm gonna stop
A
and look
lantern.
through the peephole as well.
Okay.
Yes. I just saw it red for a moment. There was someone with a lantern.
Peer
So-
through. And
I can't remember when I saw the person in the swamp. Did
Yes,
I
had a
see?
lantern.
you were not able to
That-
tell details, but they were a humanoid figure with a lantern.
And I knew that they were wearing a cloak. Yes or no?
Yes.
And could I see the color in the lantern light?
No. Silhouetted completely in shadow. An outline of a man.
You mentioned they were very tall, so that's about the
Strange.
only details we got.
Thin, actually. Tall but thin. I think lanky I used.
Yes.
Frankly,
Makes
I'm gonna
me
push the door open.
Okay.
think back to when we were in the fog then.
Cezanne busts open the door and then attempt to chase down this man.
A gun with one bullet.
Cezanne, there is no man.
Okay.
Are you sure you're doing okay? I feel like this place might
Stop.
be playing tricks on you.
Look, I saw something, and I know something saw us. Did none of you get that feeling?
Did something saw? Oh yeah, constantly, the entire time. Not anymore though.
That you don't think that door shut itself, do you?
No.
Someone was there. Someone knows we're here. Someone with a lantern.
Yeah, that feeling of being watched is lingering for you, Ziri. Strong. The rest of you, no more so than normal.
Yeah. I feel like there's always a little bit of paranoia in here.
Was this other door that just looped back through? Or did we not look?
Oh, I looked. Yeah, it just loops.
Okay.
So I guess if you want to take your time on this portal, but
Just how did we
Um,
get around us?
I mean, there'd be no
Like-
reason to really.
Take one last look at the painting and see if anything still looks off about it.
Utterly ruined now.
I slashed it to pieces.
Right, but it doesn't look like it just looks like a regular slash to pieces
You
painting
see
now.
a tiny peephole in the middle now.
I would like to lean over the couch and look in it.
Okay. You peer through it.
I'm gonna take the time to look through the other side.
Oh god, it's uh-oh.
Oh, it's just serious.
If I had some romantic music, this is where I would go. As you two lean into the peephole, gazing into each other's Eye.
Corneas.
My eyes narrow, murderous intent flickering behind them.
Gideon, have you been with a lot of women in your life?
Probably not.
Okay. You completely missed the murderous intent.
I waved.
Lean away from the peephole and walk back over towards Suzanne. So, you propose we chase this man with a lantern?
I don't think we have any idea where he went.
We could see if our resident undead friend has seen him.
I'm gonna squeeze past him into the hallway again and
That's
kind of
not a bad idea.
place my ear on this door.
Okay. There's some whispering
still
on
in
this
there.
other side of this door.
Can I make out anything?
Not through this door. It is quiet, intangible whispering, even from here.
You guys can carry on. He's just listening through the door.
I mean, if anything, that's the door we're going through next, because
Yep.
my mental map is correct. I know what's up here.
A little apprehensive at opening another door that a spirit's lingering on the other side, considering what we, once again, side-eyeing Gideon just went through.
If you're apprehensive about spirits here, I got real bad news about gestures vaguely at the everything.
Alright, I'm gonna scoot past Wes and kind of nudge him forward.
So wait, are we checking with the undead over there to see if he saw anyone?
I'm pretty sure he ran up to the other floor to go.
Oh, he's
Get a
probably
snack?
eating the ghouls.
Yeah. You could ask him if you want, but
But he wouldn't have been in the one place. Sorry, I just feel a little jumpy today.
alright, you're carrying on.
Probably
Yeah, let's
the
open the
best
next
we
door.
should keep our eye out.
You swing open this room, Gideon.
Oh, it's worse.
Once more, an ancient, tattered sofa sits against the east wall of this room. The walls of the room shimmering in a pale green light that you have seen once before.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Where is my thing? There it is. A sickly green light dances across the southern wall, winding and weaving around before slowly, eventually, you realize that it is forming the letters to the words. Belcora fell to the Rose Guard, but we never knew of these vaults below. After a moment, the letters coalesce into a slithering green, ghostly snake-like creature, the ribbon of the light curling up and out of the room.
Should we be following that?
Probably.
Wait, we can't do anything. The game's paused.
Yes.
I'd like to glance at the room as I pass by it and see if I notice anything else. Like just a quick cursory glance.
Give me a
Or if it just looks
perception
like a
check
normal
very
room now.
quickly.
Okay.
It looks like there is some lingering spiritual energy, but haunts do typically have sight-bound locations of strong energy and eminences, things that were important to them in life. But as you hustle past, that's all you can really remember.
This is on. Okay.
Yes.
I assume it's going. No, not going down.
Are we supposed to be seeing a door with Ziri and
What?
are we supposed to be seeing these two right here beyond this door?
The... what? What are you looking at?
This door right here, and right next, this door on the right side of the room, and right next to it, there's Ziri and Gideon.
Oh
No,
boy.
I don't.
See those. Oh god. It's even worse than I thought. Illusions on illusions.
As it
How
begins
do
to...
you see that, but I don't see it?
None of us see it, I think.
Probably a glitch on my end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
As it begins to slither north, it stops. And then slithers east.
I'm gonna make a quick chalk mark at that point on the wall.
Okay.
Gosh, still 4 of us.
Jump. Great.
Fine.
Oh, it
Ziri's like
goes-
100 feet tall. She could just walk above you.
It fades as it hits the stairwell.
Gonna look to Gideon.
I'm gonna kind of bump into the person ahead of me because I was not expecting to suddenly stop when we were hustling after it.
Okay. The 6-foot-tall goat mommy crashes into Cezanne.
Oh, from that I'll accidentally bump into
Okay.
West here.
West, you stop as Gideon stops, and immediately the two larger, clumsier humanoids crash into you, causing you to crumple into the wall.
Alright, what the... What?
And now
I know
it's
I only
Stop it
very
for?
dark.
Where did it go? I'm gonna kind of try to struggle to lean and see around the corner.
It
It stopped here.
well, I think it was. Should we? I mean, I'd leave it up to you, Gideon.
I'm gonna check the walls right here. Because last time it stopped by a stairwell and then stopped at one of the walls.
Give me a perception check. You find nothing interesting about these walls.
I'm gonna ask Wes to take a look at these walls with his kobold eyes.
Okay. Wes, you notice nothing unusual about these walls, other than the fact that you just slammed your nose into one.
They're made of bricks. What do you want from me?
Haunts usually stop at points of particular interest. Could have been something downstairs.
As he
Think he
says
was
that,
trying to tell
Ziri,
us-
Weird here, right?
as he says that, Ziri, you once again love to show that you know more than Gideon in subject matter. Actually, sight-bound locations typically have a range. He might have just hit his range. It's not necessarily that this has some strong connection. Maybe you just got too far.
We perhaps check the door down here first. Yeah.
Well, either way, it was heading down the stairs. Do you want to go down?
we've already been down here, haven't we?
I don't think so.
I don't recall heading this way.
I'm gonna kind of hesitate.
Yeah, this
I guess I'll follow
floor is-
them. But then I'm left in the dark.
floor is black for me. I mean, I see this, but we have not been this far down.
Okay. You
Yep.
each descend the
This-
steps and find yourself even deeper inside of the gauntlet now.
See any signs of it?
Nah. I would think you'd be the one who would be able to best sense it, right?
Can I sense anything down here so far?
No, it has vanished.
I think we should go back and check for it before wandering any further.
Okay. Oh, I hate this.
What? What?
Going back.
You're killing me.
Back and forth. Back and forth.
Alright.
Let me
Back up we go.
We just blue balled straight so hard.
Yep.
Straight blue balled himself when he dropped that. Hey, but actually, and then I was like, oh shit! Now we gotta check.
Like, oh, Stray has like custom music picked out for this floor. That's neat, and we're going back upstairs.
Yeah. That's what he wanted.
I
He
need to
shouldn't
see
have
if the
given us
spirit's
other
still
things.
there. Help, I'm in the dark.
Ah, yes, the classic necromancer trait of being afraid of the dark.
Was
Yes,
it
he
through
did.
here?
It
Yeah.
was
That's
down
weird.
here.
the spirit resets like a GIF.
Imagine
Let's
not having
stop and
dark
take a
vision.
look at the wall that I originally marked.
Okay.
Which I
It's
think it's just a little light.
still got the chalk mark, so.
No, it
Yeah.
is dark vision. Being Cobalt's so fucking cool.
What? Where are we going? I don't remember. I've lost direction.
Follow me.
Oh, here.
What?
Here, Cezanne, so you can actually see.
Surprised that Fae don't have dark vision.
Because Fae typically live in a super saturated, always eternally
They're
sunset.
usually very
realm.
bright.
Mm.
Most Fae don't know what nighttime is.
I lived in a cave.
All right. Do I notice anything in here?
Now that you've stopped to examine it, the residual spiritual energy is here, but it's not potent enough to manifest as anything else. It's just there's some sort of strong connection, some sort of strong emotion in this room. Particularly,
And I'm not able
might
to
be
like
a-
physically touch the residual energy.
There is not literal ectoplasm, no.
Gotcha.
But it is a feeling of this connection you have with the spirits as an animist of whatever that spirit was. It had a connection to this place. But otherwise, no. It might
Oh.
come back. It might remanifest at some point. But right now, it's nothing.
Gone as far as I can tell, so I guess let's carry on.
Alright.
Where to next?
Oh.
Back down.
Check the wall that I marked earlier.
Oh yeah, he marked a wall.
Yes,
Did
Gideon.
stuff over here.
God damn it.
It's very cramped halls, alright? Most of you are 6 foot.
Yeah.
Well, now what?
I assume there's nothing special on the wall.
There's a chalk outline that some dumbass put here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What does this staircase connect to again? It's been a long time. Was this floor 1?
Yeah, they both go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Strictly speaking, that connects to floor 2. You're on floor 3.
Who's
Alright.
on first?
Basement 1, basement 2.
There you go.
Did we check
That's
this
what I've
room?
been doing. Check what room?
This one up here. That I'm pinging.
You have.
We have? Okay.
That is
Yes.
the devil with the contract room.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
What's
that's
his
right. I never
contract?
fully went into it, so it looks like I just looked through the. My bad.
Wonder what would happen if I tried to move one of these tokens that doesn't exist.
You know what room we didn't check?
Didn't?
We have.
Oh, we did.
Oh, the
going
personal
back.
quarters. Yeah, that's right. We never did. Because we heard something behind it. I'm pretty sure.
We still hear something behind it.
For the sake of brevity, I'm not going to require a perception check. No, you hear nothing. Silent as the grave.
Yes, open the door.
Swing it open, and the first thing you notice is that this room has a table
Well,
that has been
Oh.
the site of a feast.
It was the
ah,
Scrivener's personal quarters, wasn't
Oh.
it?
Wow.
3 plain beds have been stacked against the
Nice.
west wall, leaving room for this table that has been heaped with foul-smelling bone and flesh and gore and viscera
I'll
and
lean
many
down and
other
kinda
things.
poke at it.
And there goes my want for dinner.
Just,
Yeah, it's not great, Cezanne.
Alright, well,
cool.
that was interesting.
maybe we should.
I'm gonna pick over
look
the
at this
bed real quick.
staircase.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sounds.
Gideon, these beds have not been used in a long time. You find nothing of too much note, but it is kind of weird that they're not being used. They're just kind of shoved in the corner here.
Undead sleep.
Undead do not sleep.
That doesn't seem that weird to me then. Cool. Alright. Going back.
Alright, the party now, Clue movie style, hustles back across the mansion.
Is that just our new thing?
You
Clue
tell
movie
me,
style.
bud, I'm not a player. You guys
That's
are
what
doing
Let's
this.
Wait,
Let's stick with one.
What?
why are we going back down?
What do you mean, why are we going back down?
Wouldn't we be going back down?
Haven't we
pretty
looked
sure.
up
You want to go way up here?
I thought there was still rooms up there.
There are 2 doors right here you guys have not been in, and there is a room here, a room here, a room here that you have not been in.
Oh, damn.
I cannot begin to
Alright,
stress to you enough
go open
how
up a door.
big this place is.
Ready? Doing it.
I
No, you're not,
Oh.
because it's now 12:17.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Probably time we
God.
should be wrapping
I
up.
can never remember what time we stop or start because our whole 1 hour time difference really messes with my head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Regardless, we also started a little bit late today, so. But any last thoughts, any last actions before we go for the evening?
Can't believe I got one of my best damage rolls ever, and it was to kill Siri.
I mean, you're from Wolfcrone, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If
Can't
anything,
believe
you are in
Gideon
fact...
just keeps fucking shitting all over Ziri and expects her to not just poison him.
I mean, every time he gets
She's
to
doing
say,
her best, but God, those necromancy urges are just.
Every time he gets to say a cool trivia fact, you have to one-up him, and frankly, at this point, it's just mean-spirited.
He's so stupid but strong. He'd probably make a great undead.
Getting some weird vibes for our friendship, but alright.
Right. Just remembering to write down in my notes that I have some questions to ask when we have some more downtime.
Alright. Well, I'm going to take us back to the landing page. I assume nobody has any further actions.
Nah.
Alright. I'll just go ahead and boot up our new landing page music because apparently the old one wasn't good enough for some of you.
It was fine. I just like variety. Nice.
Regardless.
I'll get sick of this too, don't worry.
Yeah, I know, bud. You don't get another one.
Oh.
You have 2 songs in this playlist. You'll be alright. That aside, do make a mental note, Cezanne, that you know the book is no longer in your pouch.
I've made a physical note.
Oh, okay. Also make a mental note for you, Zilly. You are now keenly aware you are being watched. Also, most of your party has tried to kill you at this point.
I don't think I've ever tried to kill Zoe.
He said most.
Most is a very good word for this
To
type.
be fair,
When did I try
it's
to kill
also
Siri?
always in haunts.
Yeah,
The first haunt.
The first haunt.
think. What?
Actually, the first haunt, you managed to take her out there too.
I think that
The
was
very
fear.
first haunt.
I think fear
No, that
point
might have
blank
been-
the fucking crossbow because you and Cezanne were not in the room.
Yeah, that's correct.
Until I shoulder charge through the door. Right.
And then, for some reason, you managed to have the perfect skill feat for that.
And you weren't present.
No, he got
I
it.
was present.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah,
the
that's-
one time that no cause for alarm will ever be useful.
That's what-
I don't mean in this campaign, I mean ever.
It probably would have been helpful in that last room too. It's just you were affected.
It affected
by
me too. So
Regardless, yeah, good session tonight. Hope you guys had fun. We got a new follower tonight, so that was interesting.
Hey.
We've been
Hey,
getting
that's
a lot of followers. They love the tabletop. They love it. They
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's the
they
best.
love it.
They love it, girl. You don't even know.
you're gonna scare away the new followers.
I know I am. Good. I don't want your follows. Anyway. Hope you guys had fun. We'll wrap it up for the night. Say goodbye, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.